the court hearing, the judge brought out that she poked somebody in 2022. Period. If you guys didn't watch it, go on YouTube, watch the hearing. It lasts for 18 minutes and 17 seconds. And she didn't show any remorse.
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking.
Are you saying that the McDonald's owns the family?
But what I'm saying is, yes, you're correct. They didn't, clear her as a non-violent.
So we're talking two different things. Going after something else, and I'm all for people who do their time and everything getting a second chance. We need to look at it objectively. I don't think they should be put in certain things. So I'm saying, if you do your time, yes, you should get a second chance. Doesn't mean that you should be put in certain jobs. And thing in this instance, if she was at another fast food
Thanks for
restaurant,
joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA
if they were going
basketball
to
on a
hire her,
Saturday
maybe
night?
she
We're
should have
here to
had
bring you
more
the
probing
action.
questions.
Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
The normal person.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Stephen Curry.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware
you
of.
realize is McDonald's on Abrams. You know what Abrams
Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Derek Jones is out there with Mitchell Robinson.
Again,
Doncic
It's
the
a
point guard.
fairly strictly time.
And for the Warriors,
Yes, I do.
Curry and Pods.
they didn't work for it.
Green out there with Butler.
Here,
And
if
it's
it was
Daniels
in
at
the
small forward.
depths of
On paper,
anything,
this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the
And
NBA.
just real quick, McDonald's will have a liability because at the end of the day,
A team gets cold.
what an attorney can do is go to court and say, at the end of the day, if you guys did extensive backgrounds, you would have found that this person had a violent past and they were capable of doing this again because it happened at a fast food. So there is some liability on McDonald's part, and they need to cover these children.
James deciding where to go with it.
You were saying just now, host, when you were talking about the insurance stuff that you covered in your field.
And that one,
But
no
here's
good
what
to
I'm
start
thinking.
off
I'm
tonight.
thinking it's a wrongful unaliving. It's a simple angle for a legal team to go after unaliving to what Lovely is alluding to, or even consider this. How did it happen, right? Was she able to get to an area where it was closed off to employees? She probably shouldn't have been able to come back in with no cause or no reason to that closed off area, behind the counter, if she wasn't covering the shift. If she already left it, hey, you're not telling me or anyone that you forgot your phone, or and chances are your phone wouldn't have been back there anyway. So there's no reason for you to be back here
Back to
at
Daniels.
that time. I'm just assuming that it happened maybe behind the
6
counter.
to shoot.
I don't know if anyone knows.
Jimsky shot his
He's consistent from out there.
Liable for an employee who works there and technically is allowed to be in restricted employee-only areas.
Right, so if that's the case, maybe you shouldn't be what I'm
And the bucket is good.
being set in place is where the wrongful unaliving suit can come into play.
And you know what? They're going to keep
Yeah.
this. The centerpiece of their
I
offense.
saw what you said.
Bank on that.
Yeah, I saw what you said. And yeah, no, they do conduct BCIs. But again, we're talking about a low-end minimum wage job where their first thought is, hey, let's try to get kids who are either in high school, leaving high school, or people who just need a job that bad. They're not delving into these BCIs as deep as we'd like to think. And on top of that, there's really limited information you can get out of BCIs. And in this HIPAA laws, right? They're never going to get, hey, yeah, this person suffers from a mental health disorder. You're violating their rights. That's why at the bottom of the application.
Think about it. If you had a daycare,
Could I answer that?
if you had a daycare,
Breland,
and
let her go.
then you hired, if you had a daycare and then you hired a SMEX offender, and the SMEX offender ends up hurting one of the children, that company is going to be liable.
True.
Just like McDonald's hiring somebody with a history of poking someone, and then she did it again, and it cost someone their life. Of course, they're liable.
Yeah, then that means people who've done time for violent crimes wouldn't be hired or shouldn't be hired. And then we're talking about one industry. Childcare is an extremely regulated industry. I've had to learn that the hard way with one of my facilities. Extremely difficult. If you're sneezing the wrong way, you can get fined by the state. McDonald's, they're not regulated the same way. They're not beholden to the same, unfortunately, laws and application, I should say, of these laws in the same way.
But see, like for the example that I gave you with, remember when I was telling you about the Mickey D's by me, where the employee got upset, got an attitude because the manager was talking to her some type of way, messaged her family, and family members came up into the McDonald's and they beat up the manager. She's suing McDonald's. As she's a manager on their property, she takes a chance herself. So there is some type of liability where McDonald's is supposed to secure some type of protection for employees. So she is, in suit when it comes up to McDonald's. So it would be the same thing. Especially it would be worse because there was an actual unalive situation going on. Go ahead, B.
Yeah, Breland,
Breland.
Brian, you've been Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as you guys were talking, I was thinking back to all the stories I've seen, videos of McDonald's employees pouring coffee, hot oil, all this stuff on people. And it's broadcast all over the United States and the world. So with that said, it's kind of like it's hard not to believe that they hire people that are violent. You see what I'm saying?
They just don't care.
Guys, they have insurance policies.
I can't agree with that because I know you've seen instances that are popularized and go viral. But when you understand the global behemoth that McDonald's is, and the cases that you see even on a yearly basis are only a drop in the bucket as to who gets hired nationwide and then overseas. I can't agree with it.
But what about the cases that you don't see, Coffee?
Talking about a drop in the bucket. One is too many.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
We don't want it to happen as consumers. Certainly, as a society, we don't want it to happen. But I just think it's unfair that there's literally one on every corner. And so for the amount that you're seeing, I don't know that we can even compare it to how many exist.
It's not even just what I've seen. I've seen McDonald's employees kick out non-violent homeless people for drinking coffee too much. Mm-hmm.
There is a
why were they that? Why
can't be there? I've seen that. I've also seen people.
But let the employee with a knife come through.
No,
dude, you have to understand that employee works there.
Up here and you heard us not justify that.
She got in. Would you agree?
We will say that
she got in.
McDonald's and you haven't got poked, right? I've been to McDonald's and I haven't gotten some.
Actually, I've been assaulted by a McDonald's manager.
So is that why you feeling the type of way that you're feeling?
I don't feel anything. I don't feel. They've seen all this is what's happening.
Assaulted by McDonald's.
Realizing is you're in McDonald's is not like this very hard place to get into.
Right.
It's usually in low-income areas.
I didn't say that.
But think about what McDonald's actually represents. You're going there to get a dollar burger, surprise, and ride off. There's not the level of intellect or skill that's needed to fulfill the job function. So, with that being said, of course the caliber of people is going to be a little bit lower because it doesn't really require too much to qualify for the position.
Exactly.
You can't say that they intentionally hire violent people, but instead people are violent, and those types of people have to work those types of jobs.
And what I'm saying, in that environment, when you're in McDonald's, that is a fast-paced environment. Hold on, Brian. When you're in McDonald's, that is a fast-paced environment. You have to make sure that high stress. You have to make sure you can keep up with. No, it's not. Have you ever worked there?
Yes.
Me too. Probably more recently than you, brother. So it has to be fast paced. You have to be able to keep up. So if that type of stress gets to somebody who's mentally unstable, they probably, I don't know if you read her story or watched her story, but the assaulter was going through a lot. Not to justify, what she did, but in that type of environment, if you hire somebody who ain't really stable mentally, you just breed in a concoction of,
But Age, we're steady talking about the workers, and can we say the same for the consumers of McDonald's? And by the way, I have consumed McDonald's in my life, so this is why I say it's a tricky kind of way to go into the conversation, because we know that so many different people from so many walks of life are consumers of McDonald's, right? Income levels, we know where it's most located, right? That's true. But I just wouldn't want to reduce the type of workers to that, because we could survey the panel right now, and I've never had an interaction or an encounter or even witnessed one that I could even video, right, where the McDonald's worker is any type of way to the person while I'm in. I have to be honest. So I just can't use that as the kind of top out. I don't think that's what you were trying to do, Barian, but honestly, in the scheme of it, McDonald's is huge. It's too many people there for us to come to that simple conclusion.
I'm talking about what I've seen, and to reduce it just because I've seen a lot of videos of violent McDonald's employees, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
But I've seen
it's messed up from the beginning.
Here's the thing: if we talk about what we've seen, right? I've seen videos of McDonald's employees lashing out and doing things. I've also seen customers that have put their hands on McDonald's employees. I've seen customers that have thrown coffee in a McDonald's employee's face because they got the order wrong.
Right.
This stuff happens all the time. It's not like it doesn't happen all the time. The problem is, it doesn't justify the fact that somebody lost their life over some dumb shit. Just because you didn't like something that somebody said, you feel the need that you want to unalive somebody, right? That's not okay. I think we're missing the point. This shit happens, yeah. You can say, Ren, you've seen that. You've actually probably been in it because you said you're an employee. You was an employee at McDonald's. So now I'm going to look at you and say that you're a violent person.
Well, ma'am, that was 20 years ago before I went into the military.
Am I right for looking at you and saying that you're a violent employee because you worked at McDonald's? No, that would be...
No, we had to have the food out under a minute. Now y'all can take half an hour to have the food out. Is all I'm saying. Things are different.
I understand that, but it wouldn't be right for me to judge you just because you work at McDonald's because of what this person did. It wouldn't be right for me to do that to you. You have nothing to do with it.
I'm saying also it was different times.
No,
we didn't poke people. We didn't fight.
You know what this is? You know what this is, people? Honestly, hold on. I didn't do that for you, bro. I did it for me, to be honest. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This instance is one case where we can say this is like a school pew-pewing for our community type shit. Like, we have somebody who was victimized in their life. They feel like they was tore down and bullied. So they came and they took that anger out on one of the bullies that they felt like was in their life. This is just an example for me that we have to start looking at people, and we have to stop taking our own feelings and having that be the baseline of our lives and the only thing that we care about. We don't know what other people is going through. So we got to start looking at other people in these situations like this and realizing that they're humans too. We have to start treating other people how we want to be treated. If that manager wasn't over there, if she was nice about the way that she was going about it, because I read that story. Of course, the manager was just doing her job, and I'll give her that. If the worker is not, working properly, she going to get her ass sent home. But obviously, she could have did it in a nicer way, and if she would have, I think all of this would have been prevented. And I landed there.
But here's the thing. I got a little pushback with that because... Hold on. I got a little pushback with that because as a manager myself, there is no nice way to do certain stuff. There isn't. Even with me being careful about my approach, someone can still take it personal. It doesn't matter. If they don't like what you're saying, they can still take what you're doing as your job personal. I've seen it happen. If I say, you know what, I got to cut your hours 3 hours because you came in late today. And, other people were here before you, so I can't do that. They can still be like, you know what? F you, bitch. Because they got something going on at home. They can still do that.
Right.
So, there's no justification for her actions at the end of the day. Even if she was going through something, we all got shit going on. There's no justification for her bringing a poker to her job setting and actually using it on somebody that's above. There's no justification for that. Even if she didn't like the manager, she should have just left. I've been in a position where I didn't like a manager. The manager's attitude was crazy. And guess what I did? I found another job.
Yeah,
Are you a business owner?
I get what you're saying, and I'm not trying to justify it. I understand exactly what you're saying. It's just sometimes you playing with fire, and unfortunately, the manager played with fire. I see both sides, and that's the unfortunate case about this. Again, Afeni was out there doing a bad job when it came to working, but again, when she got sent home early, if you know the story, you know what she was being sent home to. So it's like a double-edged sword.
So why did she get sent home early? Twice.
Apparently, I've seen it was because she came in late, but
And then
she has videos on her social media account.
And then she came in a rage and took out the manager.
Yeah, there's videos of her in the back storage room making TikTok videos and social media posts. I'm pretty sure her manager probably just got fed up with some of the antics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's personal. We can't do this. We live in we're first world country. But anyway, excuse me. You can't do this.
No such thing as a first world and third world country.
Okay, whatever it is. Okay, I apologize for any misrepresentation. But you
economically developed and less economically developed.
Okay, you can't just go to a job place and unalive your manager because you're upset. Period.
It is some personal responsibility too on the side of the young lady, because if you knew that whenever you were at Taco Bell, tensions were high, and that kind of environment triggered you in any way, it another fast food joint should have been the last,
right?
And maybe it was, but honestly, this is where I go back to McDonald's, because I'm like, all right, I hear what host is saying about it being worker to worker, but the thing is, wherever the hiring came into play, and you're able to see that, the Taco Bell situation went south for whatever reason, I think that should have been an indicator that this is just not the kind of environment that this particular personality needs to be in. And so, yeah, and I'm all for choices, y'all. I don't ever want it to seem like I'm into prison reform and criminal justice and everything like that. But I do think that you go where you can fit better. And I would have tried to work with her. I don't know if she's on any type of, if she checks in with anybody, justice system wise, whatever.
She was desperate.
I just realized, y'all, when I look at those videos, I think that girl knew she was going to unalive her. Because let's think about it, right? She was already complaining how much she hated working with her and how mean she was. Why would you then come in on your off day asking to work? And then I feel like she was looking for a reason.
A problem.
Yeah. Because then she left. She came back. She knew what she was doing.
But Zia, when she was going home, she was having to deal with somebody who was A-B'ing her. She probably just didn't want to be home.
Think about that, because I know that. And it's not, here's the thing, it's not a justification. This is why I say that, because if that was a situation that was happening at home, why didn't she get the authorities involved? You can't go out in the world and just take that on random people because you got stuff going on at home like that. Right. You gotta take, if you really want something to happen to that person, I wouldn't hesitate to report his ass. I wouldn't hesitate to get him locked up, because I'm gonna still live here when he get locked up.
You think she would still live in his house if he was locked up?
She was living in his house while that was going on. She was still living there.
Right, but if he wasn't there, why would she still be there?
Locked up, who's there to kick her out the house?
But it's his house. Like,
who's there to physically put her out the house? He would be the only person to do that. And if he's locked up, he could not kick her out.
Lovely, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Are we forgetting George Floyd and this dude right here?
Right.
What got him in trouble? Some of these people, believe it or not, are looking for an opportunity to act out on some of these thoughts, some of these feelings that they've been having for a long time. This lady documenting all of this stuff instead of going to HR, district manager, regional manager, anybody else, or maybe one of her coworkers, right? She decided to go and document not only her motive and her intent, right, but documenting her doing things inappropriately at work. She was looking for this altercation. She was looking for her manager to snap on her so she can be justified and unaliving this person, guys. It's the same thing that happened in this picture right here.
Be careful with that picture, Square. Yeah, you might want to probably filter that picture.
But you don't know that for a fact.
So we can remember that these
you don't know that for a fact.
I definitely think that she was looking for that, because think about it. No one's trying to work with someone that they claim is constantly berating them and sabotaging, harassing them. She came up there even when she wasn't supposed to be there. She wanted this to happen.
She needed money.
That's what I'm saying.
She got in that day, and someone is no longer with us. Sad.
She needed money.
She got
y'all are looking at it from a position of privilege.
If it was about money and income, she would have never did that, because now she's in jail with no money. So that would.
She's mentally unstable.
I don't think money.
She was still aware of what she was doing. She went live about it.
Y'all are
knows.
trying to justify.
She's not going to get paid that same day, so we can't say it was just about money. She would have left there broke as hell, just as broke as she came in there. Zia, you had it right. Thank you, baby. She ain't gonna get paid that same day. Her ass was looking for that.
Probably. That's why she was mad. That's why she got upset.
Obviously, she recorded her intentions.
Man, now I'm wishing somebody had warned the manager. This side, somebody was plotting on her this whole time.
Age, we cannot look at it from a standpoint that she's mentally ill. We can't look at it from a standpoint of that, because at the end of the day, she's still mentally ill and all. She's still unalive somebody. So to say somebody's mentally ill, to make it seem like they don't deserve the repercussions of their action, is crazy as hell.
Yeah, and there's a comment.
That's crazy.
Y'all are invalidating her actual life. Y'all are invalidating her actual life.
Over Mickey D is
hold on, folks. There's a comment. This is why we can't really be propagating some of this weird rhetoric, all right? There's a lady in the comments saying she has a neurological disorder. She should have never been hired. Ma'am, we can't go around saying because people have criminal records or they have mental health disorders, they shouldn't be allowed the opportunity to be a functioning member of society. This is going to ostracize people who have been in prison, people who do have mental health disorders. So that's why when we talk about these issues, you're walking a very, very tight rope. Not everybody, just because you have a mental health disorder, that doesn't mean you're going to be any more prone to be violent than the next person.
Changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that.
These types of people usually have a pattern of behavior. This is not
Curry,
like some
a steady force on their offense, recording
just,
around 14 and a half a game. Here's Daniels, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Which is why a lot of times,
outside Robinson,
field or as a criminal,
pass to James.
Any type of criminal capacity, the first thing they ask you was, what was your childhood like? Do you have any mental health illness? Is there anything going on with you mentally that we should know about?
Yeah, this period, they're letting them go to work, and it's paying off.
There's always signs and cues that can allude to
it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
I think McDonald's didn't care.
and
it
force
was
feeding the
easy
ball
to hire
inside. I
her
mean,
because these
no
jobs
reason to
often
go
have
away
a
from
very
what's
low
working.
retention
And when you
rate,
make
meaning
5 in a
people
row in
often
close like
quit
that, it
very
also takes
frequently,
pressure off your
and they're
perimeter
just trying
guys,
to
too.
fill these shifts.
Now here's
So
Reeves.
they don't really care about
8
the
points in
caliber
his
of
last
people that are
timeout.
in
Takes
there.
a 13-footer.
But it's a detriment to
Rebounded by
society
Butler.
because you're
Boy,
putting
that's got
dangerous
to be
people in
terribly
close
frustrating there.
proximity
I
with
mean, with
other
the defense
people.
not hustling, and he
McDonald's is
still
liable.
misses.
This
Boy, he
girl
wishes
is
he had that
crazy
one
as
back.
hell. I'm glad her
Lakers
ass is
trail
in
by
jail.
5.
But what a tragedy for the family to have to bury
Outside
their
Reeves.
mother, someone's sister, someone's daughter, because somebody couldn't work
James,
extra
left
hours
side.
at work.
And it's James.
I don't really like
Like,
that.
how do you take a job so personal? It's a job.
I don't
understand that you're taking it way too personal to the point where you feel like it's okay to unalive somebody. It should never be taken that way. Everything is business.
So
And if
you
feel
allow
like the
people to
business
play
is
with
not
your
doing you
money,
justice,
Lovely?
you leave the business.
Do you allow people to play with your money?
No, that's why I leave.
But she didn't have that opportunity.
No, you cannot. We cannot sit here and act like the days that she went on TikTok, Instagram. She had internet. The days that she went on TikTok, Instagram, and venting and did all this stuff to entertain the BS, she could use that same time to go on Indeed, make a profile, make a resume. She has the same opportunity like all of us. What are you talking about?
Y'all are talking at absolute so much. Y'all are talking at absolute so much. How do you know this?
It's not like her job was like, I'm gonna subtract some money from you, or I'm going to not pay you for what you've done. It wasn't her day to work. And who cares? At the end of the day, you don't get to unalive somebody over those fucking $8 an hour.
Yes, us mentally stable people know this.
That's what we saying.
Us mentally stable people can acknowledge this.
I see what you're saying, Age. Okay, but you know what? And then I'm gonna go back to what the host just said, which is that we cannot pin every kind of little big or small violent act on, because that community, the mental health community, is gonna be met with all that backlash, right? And it's not fair sometimes because honestly, you look at other, I don't want to say other cultures, but I'm sorry, guys, give me a minute. I'm just gonna move for a second.
I think she had a call or something.
Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. But no, it would be no different age. This would be no different than a case that we hear. And I know you've heard like people losing their jobs and then going into their jobs and unaliving their boss or unaliving employees that they didn't like, right? It's the same scenario. They would be equally as wrong. Nobody, like you said, nobody in their right mind would do something like that. However, there's never an instance where you don't reap the repercussions of your actions just because you're not in your right mind. There's plenty of people that still have went straight to prison just because they wasn't in their right mind. You still have, in other words, you still have consequences to your actions.
Yes.
You understand?
I understand everything that y'all are saying, but I think y'all are invalidating her life, and I think y'all are using a lot of whataboutisms or what ifs in order to do so. Y'all are saying like, oh, well, never mind. I ain't gonna start, calling shit out.
I'm sorry. I don't want to.
It seems like you're trying to justify what she
Right. What do you mean invalidating her life?
Yeah.
She was a mentally unstable person who had nobody on her side, and the only home that she had to go to was a home where somebody was trying to AB her.
You're trying to have sympathy for this crazy ass girl?
Yes. If anybody we should have sympathy for, it should it not be crazy people going through some fucked up shit?
Sympathy for her. Like if she unalived your mother, would you still have this?
Is that
it's like all keep going there, John.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I had a call just now, but Age, I don't want to level because I do like to look at all sides of a situation, but the little 6 kids, they do not have a mother right now over somebody else's what they consider unskilled labor gripe, and I see what you're saying. If better heads prevailed, she would have just went to HR. She would have just asked for a change of location or known what was in her wheelhouse and used it better. But worse heads, listen, you can cuss somebody out. She could have flung the damn grease all over the place. She did not have to unalive that woman. I'm sorry. So even at the lowest of the lowest part of life, when we're quite unstable, and all of us have gone through things, right? But your go-to cannot be to wipe out an existence just because things didn't go your way. And this is what we have to get away from societally, culturally. I'm not talking about any specific group, by the way. I'm saying like American society, things are too heightened, too fast-paced, too much of that energy. And we're leaning toward the most brutal, the most, end all. And we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that.
And it's not fair for the woman to have lost her life because this crazy ass girl has some shit going on at her house. That ain't got nothing to do with this woman and her kids that lost. This crazy bitch has something going on at her house. What are we talking about?
Do you know for a fact that woman didn't come in that job and say, "Hey, can I work today?" And then the woman start talking. So okay, I don't get to respond.
Let's just let Ron John go real quick because he just joined the panel, and then I wanted to address something Zia sent me about the background check real quick. Ron John, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey.
Good. How are you, sir?
Good.
All right.
Good.
So I just came in a few minutes later. So there's a couple of things that, because I'm here in Michigan. I don't know if you guys are or not. So there's a little bit more footage that's out there for us. There was a couple different things. I don't know if it was already addressed, but she had a history of violence. Did anybody touch on that?
Yeah, we touched on her history of violence in Virginia.
Yeah, I'm sure she stabbed somebody else previously.
Yeah, poked.
Excuse me, poked somebody else. My bad. Yeah, where she poked somebody else. There's also footage out there of her. There's a video out there of her where she's, multiple videos where she's talking about this manager. She did make mention to want to hurt the manager because she was sent home. She never addressed the fact that she was on the clock making TikTok videos instead of working and other social media content when she was supposed to be working. That all in itself is a reason to get sent home in the most, if not just about every place where you can work at, where there's quotas and things that need to be met, deadlines that need to be met. That's grounds for termination in some places.
Mm-hmm.
So for her to act oblivious to not knowing why she's being sent home, it's just that's bananas to me. Especially when it's documented that she's been sent home for these particular reasons. Okay. Her arraignment actually is already out. I don't know if y'all saw that video. Where one of the detectives went through some of the things that, I'll say the utensil. She was driving around. She already had it on site. For whatever reason she left, she already had it on site in her car. She had been driving around with that. It was not within lawful parameters in terms of the land. So she had a lot going on already. There's videos out there of her I'll say let's just say a Jason Mass type deal. Jason Mass type hoodie, this crazy background. It's insane. Like she has. I'm not gonna use the MH or mental. What do we use it on? Unfortunately, mental health crises. Yeah. Mental health crises. We're not going to use that. It's more so attributing to a history of violence. And that's where the problem comes in. Everybody's saying she's having this episode. She has a history of violence. And that's where the problem comes in. It's a thin line between mental health episodes and violent outlashes.
Yes. They did a study real quick, y'all. I think it was an area in India, kind of mixed income area, where the people that were diagnosed as schizophrenic and used to they were houseless. Either they were houseless or they were deemed as houseless because they were roaming the streets. And all those folks did was sing and laugh and occasionally ask for food. You know what I mean? And so it's like the way that mental health crises manifest is like it can be from one spectrum to the next. And so you at some point choosing to go that route, the route that she did, it doesn't excuse, because we see already that people with various diseases of the mind call them listening to much, but mental health crises, they don't do stuff like that. They don't, and they're going through it, and the chemical imbalance or whatever it is, the trigger is there, and they just don't do it. So she might have had isolating in this situation. I'm saying this is somebody like y'all were just saying, the history of the violence and the fact that maybe that first go around was a slap on the wrist because maybe that was the first time she was caught, right? And now we're here. And now we're here.
Well, you see it not only in as far as the different studies and things, but working at Hogwarts, that you see it. You'll see where, some people, they have,
winning the physical battle like they
did in crises, and they'll, like she said, they'll be, they'll talk to themselves, or, other people, or it seem like it's gibberish to the other people, but it makes perfect sense in their head. And then there's those that, choose to be violent or violent outbursts,
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on them.
It's sad, but, something that's real. And it just seems like it's easier for whatever reason. I don't understand. I guess it's just the mentality of a person to gravitate more towards that violence versus,
I mean, look at all of the media that we have. Look at our reality, bro. We live in a very violently charged world, especially in America. Like, violence is everywhere, especially on TV.
Yeah, a lot of it is also what you take in, because I can be completely honest with you. I'm at a different place in my life now, where especially working in the field that I do. Like I said, I've been law enforcement now. My algorithm is filled up of funny stuff and praise type content.
How old are you?
All day. I just turned 40.
She was like 27, bro.
Well, I wasn't immature at 27.
Okay.
Yeah, 27 is old as hell.
Bro, at 40, you're not going to be the same way you are at 27.
27 is not this young, super naive age. Most people are 27.
So it's 25. So it's 25 a young, naive age?
If she wasn't under the age of 18, she's an adult and needs to carry herself as one. We're not going to make excuses for this almost 30-year-old crazy woman.
I just don't like how we tearing down people who are mentally unstable. I feel like we not giving any grace.
The fact that we tearing him down. How can you be so insensitive to what she did?
I'm not being insensitive. No,
I
don't think it's that's not the case.
We tearing him down. We're making a point. Like, for instance, Squints, how old are you, baby?
26.
Exactly. Squints is one of the most smartest people I've ever met. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ever heard speaking at his age. He's very smart, very intelligent. I'm not saying that we're downplaying her struggles. First of all, we don't even have facts that she even has any of the mental illness that we're talking about. All this is assumptions. If the test has come back and it says that she has none, then what?
Have you paid attention to any of her content?
If they test her, if she goes through all these tests, because she's going to have to, right? If she goes through all these tests and they say that she has no problems, then what?
She has some type of psychological trauma.
We don't know that. That is an assumption.
But even to say that 27 is such an age where she doesn't know that you can't unalive somebody. I mean,
I never said that.
The fact that you're trying to even use her age as some sort of measure of sympathy that should be given because that is
I never said that either.
You didn't have to say it verbatim. We can infer what you were saying.
I was alluding to the fact that she's not going to have the same type of calm algorithm as a 40-year-old would. Wow. That was a conversation.
We get that.
Here's the thing. You can understand somebody's going through a struggle, which I understand she might have gone through her struggles in life. We're not saying that. We're not even expecting her to be happy. The problem that we're reaching when it comes up to certain people is they're expecting her struggles not to be able to, or using her struggles not to be able to hold her accountable for her own actions.
No.
But she's still going to be held as an adult.
I never said that.
So she's still going to be held. Listen, she's still going to be held at a standard for her own actions that she.
She's trying to run.
She's only 27.
Yeah, I'm in the game, dude.
Or what if all these what ifs? But then if we're telling you that's not the case. What if
in the first one.
There's nothing wrong with her? What if she didn't want to go to the job? She actually liked the job. What if that?
Why do you keep using these what ifs, though?
Listen, there are people that walk around with this.
Hey man, take to your uniform.
We're not gonna act like it doesn't exist because it does.
But you keep using these negatives.
Let's let BLK Smooth get involved in the conversation that the lady dropped. BLK Smooth, what do you have to add, brother?
Well, where you go?
Thank you.
I'm still here. I'm by the door.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I definitely went in.
Hey, yeah, I was in there.
I went in and
I did see
just selling your my player clothes.
And
you still in here?
None of that. That's why
They doing something. They doing something. You about to fuck it up.
And they're behind right now.
Sick of the black. That's all you.
They're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple. Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity of
David here?
It's still early.
Yo.
Baby Black. What's the word, man?
What it do? What it do, Ski?
The woman.
They do everybody. You running with Dev?
After I get on busting and Bron James ass.
Oh yeah, definitely do that. Definitely do that. That's easy.
Yeah, I just dunked on his bitch ass.
Let's go. I thought that was Keith in that skeleton fit. I was like, I didn't invite that name. Oh,
I hate when they do weak ass shit. When I'm at the cut,
lock that nigga
fuck
up.
that weak ass laying up shit, bro. And they always make me miss, nigga. The fuck?
That nigga suck.
Too weak, bro.
Let's go. Tell that old nigga to retire, man.
Nigga. Old man, retire.
Let's go.
We don't need you no more to entertain the league. I'm here.
Let's go.
Good stuff there, Sean. Thanks for keeping us informed.
Yeah, Dad.
Big part of that, though.
Light work.
And this is just my thought process. What you take in. I personally know people that have had issues where, you know, they have problems.
I think for the squad, man.
They've had problems at home, but they overcame their challenges, and they're wonderful people. They didn't fall to be
Hold on.
Understand, but a lot of that came from the influence and the things that they took in. If you watch violence, if you watch violence, you're constantly taking that in. After a while, soon you're going to become violent. It's just that simple, unless you have the mindset to do so.
Here's rebounded by Daniels. Daniels just got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Come on, Chef. Bangerton!
Has been impressive. Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Let's go.
Think about that video, Mark, right? Because I've seen the video that you're talking about.
Go.
Sitting at the midway point of the season now. As a player, does it feel that way?
Oh,
One has drag on more than the other.
People be out of videos.
Half can feel a little bit longer.
She was wearing a skull hoodie. She was wearing like a full skull hoodie.
Season drags on at the end.
Oh yeah, I forgot this was happening last time. Hey, bro.
You gotta look at what she's wearing. The girl, the aggressor was wearing a like fully zip up over your face skull hoodie. And I know the video that y'all talking about, but I don't know if that was that same hoodie in that video.
It's TikTok.
And I'll be honest with you, the thing I've seen on the movies of eyewitnesses is one guy who was in the drive-thru, but he was too preoccupied trying to stop the actual event to record.
Yeah.
And it would be too early for them to release any like security footage from inside, because we're gonna be able to see all this, right? They have cameras inside,
Right.
especially if they have it near the drive-thru. You know, they have extra security around that stuff as far as like surveillance and stuff. So all of this will come to light. I think that video might be AI generated because none of the news stations that I'm looking at have brought that up at all.
Or it could just be, like I said, like them taking an old video of something else and putting it towards this situation. Because I'm saying take a video from something else and then putting this caption or narrative on it, and then you thinking you got the right information.
From what I'm seeing, they say the woman, the aggressor, dabbed the woman like a lot of times in the facial area, and then as she was like going for the body, a guy ran in from the drive-through with a pew pew and had to hold her at pew pew point until, and then called the authorities and had to keep her held down until they got there. So apparently, the girl, she drove down the street, parked her car, came back in with the poker, and then that's when the assault happened.
Yeah, so the reports say that she came in with a mask on. She was trying to conceal her identity.
Yeah.
She came in through the back, supposedly with a mask on. She did leave the premises, but she came back. The reports from the investigator did detail that the utensil was already in her car.
Yeah.
That was confirmed by the report of the investigator.
Some people say she went home and got the poker. Some people say she just parked down the street and came back.
So like all my characters' Asians.
You gotta think as someone that has 6 kids at home.
Nice shot by Finney Smith.
I got 7.
You gotta learn how to avoid things. You gotta call the police.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I keep trying to say.
Why everything gotta be alright? You want me?
Right. And she's talking to a woman who is mentally unstable. That's what y'all keep trying to invalidate. The fact y'all keep trying to make it seem like the other girl was just came into an innocent woman who was just kindly, politely, oh, I'm sorry, babe, but you have to go home. I'm so sorry. No, we all know that's not the case. The manager 9 times out of 10 verbally assaulted this girl, and they went at it. And unfortunately, she chose the wrong one to go at it with. That is what happened. That happens all the time.
I'll say one thing though, right? It's like sometimes these managers, they know they have an advantage over you though. And they will do some sucker shit. And they will make you do things you're not supposed to do. Take your hours, do this and that. You're already struggling.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I hope when the game starts, we got all AIs.
That doesn't justify you unaliving somebody. Go ahead, Seth.
We're not justifying anything.
This ass. She was the proving ground.
My man said he's been patient. He came up here like 5 minutes ago.
From the dashboard.
Tribute. Let him go.
So, I'm with you on this 100%, Squint, and Z and everybody else. We can't say this woman was competent enough to work, competent enough to drive a car, competent enough to get a weapon, but not competent enough to know what she's doing. Right? You keep trying to use that excuse that she was mentally unaware or mentally strained or whatever. Right? Everything else makes her culpable to do what she's doing. For the responsibility of not poking somebody.
Y'all are not listening to what we're saying because y'all keep cutting us off.
I didn't say a word forever. I heard every word you said.
Brother, if you could allow me to just reply. What I'm saying is this woman, she picked the wrong one. We all already know in our own community, we gonna talk some shit. And sometimes we talk shit to that one person who stand up, take off their jacket, square up, and now we done got ourselves into a motherfucking issue. Yeah. Unfortunately, the manager 9 times out of 10 was talking that cash money shit, telling her to get the fuck out. She too stupid. She too woo up the damn to be working there. And that girl, she pulled her motherfucking car. And unfortunately, the manager chose the wrong one. She chose a crazy bitch, a real crazy bitch, who was gonna unalive her and really meant that shit.
Well, you can't tell somebody you're gonna take your belt off and beat another wrong person.
Hold on, fellas. Yeah.
That's violation.
Hold on. Zia wants to go, then we're gonna go to John.
Boss. We doing 2s. Doing 5, man. Good eyes, boss. I ain't gonna lie, I tell you this, I was going crazy.
Mentally unstable. She can't be.
You niggas just passing the ball though.
She knew that she was with her manager. She knew that her manager was annoying her. She knew these things. So she has discernment. She left and came back. She has when you're really crazy, you just do stuff no matter
what. Oh, that's you right there.
Right? You can't control that impulse. But she had enough control to leave. She had enough foresight to go go get a poker, and enough foresight to come right back and to conceal her identity. That is not an action of someone who is so crazy, because clearly she had enough methodical thinking to have step-by-step actions. So when we try to say, oh, she's just so mentally unstable, if that was the case, she would have just flew over that counter, try to unalive everybody in that restaurant, not be so strategic.
I make you gotta make your player 80s. That's what it is.
That there is some people who do that. There is some
Sometimes it's
people who do that.
75.
There literally are people who do that. It's called school pupillers. It's called movie pupillers. Like it's a level of that too. Fortunately and unfortunately, this woman just chose one person. That's literally the only difference here.
But we're saying based off of that logic, we would be
Rob this nigga right here.
No.
Justifying the people that just say they're crazy and they did it because they're crazy.
Nobody is justifying anything. I said I can see both sides. I said I understand the point where bullying gets to the point where if you're mentally unstable, you don't know what to do. I can relate, I can understand it, because you can't comprehend somebody who is mentally unstable. That's impossible to do. But I can sympathize with both sides. That's the only thing I said.
So, hey, I'm going to ask you one question and read up, okay? Is everybody who has a negative response to somebody saying something negative to them have a mental issue?
No.
You can play 5s to 21.
The characterization in this situation to say that she even had mental issues. Like they have.
That's what this is.
She thought unaliving someone was a valid option.
So I take you back.
No.
Is everybody who unalives somebody out of anger mentally unstable?
This is tripping, bro.
Actually, you can have moments where you go mentally unstable for a short period of time. That is an actual thing.
So every gangster who's unalived somebody, every gangster that's mentally unstable.
That's a very nuanced question, but
Dang.
There you go. I just wanted you to be honest with yourself, player. There you go.
But in this case, do you think that she isn't?
Hey, we know. Yeah, like,
Is it true that if
yeah, man. Who you want to get, man? They kept playing with that nigga, bro. You know,
in a mental health facility?
She would first have to be detained, in order for her to be, to have those type of things. We'd have to have some sort of interaction to where she's detained, and then she would have to have those testing or be commit herself. Just her being, people aren't just going to
what they want to see,
right? And perform psych tests because, for no reason. There would have to be some sort of just cause for her to be, have those psychological evaluations and be detained for, some sort of psych or something.
I don't know what state you're in. Are you in Texas?
In Michigan. I'm here.
Oh, you're in Michigan. Okay. Well, in Texas,
I'm like minutes away from where it happened.
When someone is severely mentally unstable, they place them under an ED.
You do the shred.
If they're even transferred to the jail, they have to go see a mental health professional because they don't want to put someone who is clearly so crazy and unstable just in jail. They usually under emergency detention and have to go see some type of psychiatric professional before they even make it to the jail. But I didn't realize that
psych ward. So what happens is if you are detained and you undergo psychological evaluation, there's a ward for mental health. You're not typically going to be placed with,
this is some, bro.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm
Damn, we might as well just go back to the playground to let your other player. We can get a game now.
She just was incarcerated.
She just had a history of violence. That's all that was.
Nobody want to play this.
They would have placed her in something that would have treated whatever her manic episode may have been. But that
was what. Let's go to the red.
Age, and I do appreciate you wanting to, because I think it's important to
Look at your advance on there.
individuals that.
Don't.
right, that make those choices. Taking mental crisis for self-regulating that need to.
The world's best shooters. Let him own that.
Violence.
What's the best shooters? You might need to pull your shooter.
You're the regular. She made that choice, though, is what it seems more like. Is that
I'm staying with my ceiling.
That we're all met with, and she took the other. And I think of a type of psychosis episode that would lead to exactly her actions. Because I'll say this to you, Age, and I'm a big sister. I'm 34. My little brother's 21. So
I don't know. Misbehave and sportsmanlike manner violations of platform terms and things. That process is someone send me in there. Oh, I don't even worry about it. Wow. Hey, this bitch juking. This one everybody had. It's everybody had. I see now. Yeah. I don't know about Diablo. I kind of like it.
Finds Curry. Here's Daniels. Kuminga with
I have that shit liability. You can't score it.
To the middle. Right side, Kuminga. 5 to shoot. Here's Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
This has been just a start for them defensively. Not good at all. And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Going up.
And here's Reeves.
Get on the elevator together.
Lets it go from deep.
Worse.
They grab their own miss.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
I think that's a good one.
And as we conclude the first quarter,
it's all about 4 points. Okay.
Up 11. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Deep in. They went to the tattoo shop and saw some lines. Anywhere, everywhere. I need to have no tattoos. I need to got on flags.
We've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback.
Black ass toe.
A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
Got Adam Sanders.
Really see the strategy
on his hands.
Get the ball into the painted area. Yeah, and it's working. They've got a clear area of points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Curry and Heel to the sharp shooting backcourt. Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5.
Oh, ass shorts on, bro.
In at the 3 spot.
Yeah, with the big dope shorts, nigga.
As we kick off the second quarter.
Purple hair.
And here's
I'm a drinking pipe.
Connect outside. Knocks it down from distance. Connect's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a
great
setting up Connect.
Fuck off,
position to succeed, and that's key for a young player.
Healed up top.
That's what the hoop is there. Yeah, I know it, yeah. That was you hooping. You got on 2K shoes. I just called, next. He just picked this up. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, next.
On the wing, Daniels. Back to Curry.
Represent your affiliation.
Oh, Curry.
Dang it.
He drops yet another dive.
It's not a full court.
This offense like a maestro. Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Yeah, that 99 3-points.
With Ali LaForce.
Thanks, well, he in their last time out against the Bulls.
Not enough, bro. Real with you, boy.
And he registered a triple-double showing off all of his skills. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Okay.
Oh, these are 4 points.
Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
First free throw is good. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Pajemski's checked in for Curry. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. From undrafted to closing games with the
make that though.
What a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong.
Hey man, I'm really just trying to play the threes. Dang. Wow.
Great skill.
I should have been able to hit that. I'm gonna make ass center.
And here's Connect outside.
Oh.
Kuminga pulls it in.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard.
Oh my God.
They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Yeah, man. Yo, nigga, get dunked on. Hey, out. Out. Too far out. I could delete that one. I don't think you like that, bro. I ain't trusting in me. I can't do shit. Oh, fucking suck. Bad. Why they put up a brick wall?
Here's Pajemski. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Reeves. Give him 8.
2.
Out left to the wing. Jones sets a screen. Here's Goodwin. Uses the glass to finish the
twos with these
Goodwin's gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, get some 3-pointers there.
Execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
No, that's stolen. That shit was stolen.
Absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
When Reeves can get the ball inside, he's a pretty reliable scorer.
It's Daniels with a drive. Outside Kuminga. Back to Daniels. Healed on the wing. Shot from 16. Second chance effort. Daniels passes to Green. Out to Heald. Daniels. Drops in the 3. Daniels has got 7 now in this quarter.
He's been a...
Hey, I hit L2. Yo. Yo. Yeah. Shit, play the game. Smack. Hell nah. I ain't got no weed. Yeah, I got some weed to sell. That shit off. Hell yeah. Set it up. He should have called me like 10 minutes earlier. I'm right back. Why do I keep doing that, bro? Go. They ain't giving me this bitch. Fuck is wrong with y'all weak ass niggas? Hey, why y'all talking? Oh yeah, y'all thought about it now. Should have. He gave him the ball. That's out of bounds on that, man. They ain't getting that. They ain't getting that. They ain't got no corners, bro. Bro. Stupid. Game time. Ooh, they playing me. What they say, man? That's what they say, man. What? That's off on them. Bro, because I was on that. Huh? Stolen. Definitely should have been stolen. Yeah. Yeah. No. That was game. If he was fucking taking the three. That was definitely a two. That's blocked! I read that shit, man. Boy. I ain't gonna lie, y'all ass fucking suck. I was missing. Definitely missing. But it's like a little 3-point though. I can't even like everybody be all the way up there at the top of the three. Get out of there. Get out of there. Look at that. No wigs. Let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, you hear me? Yo, right to it. That's Nigga Young. Them niggas just talking shit, yo. They say your parents lame. They had sex just to name you right. Then at the end, motherfuckers is like, all right, bro, have a good day. Huh? I like people like that who talk shit and then be like, have a good day at the end. Yo, type of shit I be on. Nigga 5'11". He's 6'9". Defensive rebound 91. Oh yeah, 92 from 94 still. What's some of all these niggas with 99 3-pointers, bro? Oh my god. Oh my. You know him? Oh. Yeah, they playing. I think it's like with certain ducks, it speeds up at the end. But I don't know. I can see that. Ooh, that's what we want, y'all. Yo. Somebody come back and get the ball. Thank you. Somebody. Because I really wasn't going to pass it to you. I ain't want to think niggas is riding. He gonna block the paint. Damn. That's you, buddy. Smacky. No, it's not. I got middle. Oh my gosh. He not doing nothing, bro. Fuck up out of here, nigga. Yo at 6'9", boy. 7 foot, nigga. Bear, nigga. I was on that. Dang, oh my gosh. Dang, bro. Out of bounds. Go. Hey, I make up for it, man. I think I did that. I did that. Thank you, Ed. Stay here. Did that one right there. And you let me shoot the threes, bro. Oh my gosh. That's pogo stick right there. That's pogo stick. I can't wait to be able to do that.
There's a screen.
I'm gonna high dribble. Yeah, we'll see about that, bro.
With the defensive effort, the Warriors lead by 17. Pass to Daniels for three. Another three for Golden State.
And he's coming off a huge performance. And
yo, what's up, dribble, nigga? What's you dribble, nigga?
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down.
I can't really be doing that, but I be trying to get fours.
Here's Goodwin. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been.
But y'all give me the ball against this little nigga, man.
Their will and have taken control.
Oh, ooh.
It's Daniels with a
He playing me. Don't let.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
He need that screen.
Here's Reeves.
And I was a steal.
10 points for him with the drive. And again, unable to change the momentum here. The Warriors have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Pass to Pajimski. Here's Daniels. And the Warriors with another three.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over.
Things just aren't going.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought folks right here had it.
For nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Oh, he blocked. He hit that. He hit that. It was like a fuck up on both of us. That's a two. I mean, it sucks. That's a two. We get that. Damn, X. Yeah, you should do that. Ooh. Bro, chill out and stop flipping that shit. Oh, what? Oh, that's crazy. And that's crazy. His butt.
And some changes here for the Warriors.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Looney comes in for Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler is subbed in for Kuminga.
Come on, bro. Was that necessary, 2K? Was that really necessary? Like, bro, what the fuck? He wasn't even that close to me to fucking even do that. I mean, it's stupid.
He's scoreless.
But he think he shooting threes. On the way, 420.
This James on the wing.
One more.
The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this?
What's up with this, bro? It's because he's just so small, bro. Can't even get like a good passing lane stood on.
Gotta be in awe of. What he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Jones.
Oh. You're all that, man.
All of that. All of that.
The offensive rebound.
He need these double screens, bro. See this.
He's gotten 4 this quarter.
Battling and doing work down low. The Kings.
He sucked, bro.
That motor still running good.
Pass to Looney. Back to Daniels. Over Jones.
We way to pump fake him, but you should have kicked that out to one of us. Any dog. It wouldn't even matter.
He has one thing on his mind.
Got pink shoes.
We're using all my fouls. You got 2.
Yeah.
That's a 2. And that's off.
Go. Start us up.
Oh my god, I think I was too deep for that one though. Yeah.
Oh, he stayed there. I thought he went off.
Yeah.
Do it to yourself, bro.
Yeah. Good. Oh, okay. Oh, nah.
That's good. Fucking God.
True.
I miss he missed though.
Dang.
Out there. Alright, somebody. Oh, the X? This shit up, boy. You're all the way away from that.
It's feeling it out a bit. Butler against Jones. Doncic. Warriors with the rebound.
What are they doing, bro?
Yeah, I'll be better, yeah.
That's cool.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. And a moment to check out who the Los Angeles Lakers have coming up. So on Monday, they're off to Charlotte.
Hey.
That was really a skill, though.
You shitting me on that one. Oh my god, I didn't even pass it to me.
He missed that, though. And he didn't get the rebound. Hold on.
That's off. 4.
That's AI now.
Yeah, but I be forgetting there's another 3-pointer though.
Oh, that's my fault. Oh, you tie the game up with a Tracy right here. On X.
Whoa, that was cool.
Not what we needed, though.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I'm going to get him. I didn't get him, though.
Oh my god, bro. This court too small, bro. Everybody be crowded up there, bro.
Woo.
The Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing.
Hey, let's go, see, man. Let's go.
The Philadelphia 76ers.
You hear this all the time. A road trip is a great chance for a team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry matters a lot in the NBA, and a trip like this can bring a team together.
Outside Jones.
Oh my god.
Pass to James.
Keep doing this shit or we going to fucking wreck.
Here's pushing it up now. Here's Podziemski. And the bucket counts.
Oh my god, man.
On his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
That was the point. Yeah.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here.
Damn, we're all in the second quarter.
Great job for
a lot of pausing.
Their early game
yeah, 49, 9, and 6. You stand 5%.
But how about their scoring in
transition? To retire.
That's been a big factor.
I ain't gonna lie.
Are those high tops?
Lucky he ain't playing Mateo Blackman. Oh no. Whoa. That nigga play for the Lakers though. That wouldn't say that, bro.
Let's go now to the sideline. Ali LaForce.
Well, the officials are now allowing
you gotta save LeBron. That means dunking on him.
Had called for more leeway for defenders. He said, quote, I love the shift. It's a better game. The cheap stuff isn't called. Players are so skilled today, they don't need any help. Brian, do you agree?
I do. I say let him play.
And the defense has absolutely no answer for him here in the second quarter. He is torching them from outside.
Outside Jones. Down low. The shot by James. No good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Connect. Coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
And his effort carried over to the defensive end. He came away with 3 steals and was up all night.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late effort during college. And he really helped the game great.
He really did. I mean, BA was a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles.
That boy, I'm going to be forever. Hey, Louie. Pass it here. Louie the 15th. Hey, somebody invite.
Last game against Boston.
We were 40th, nigga.
A couple of blocks too. His presence felt at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, bro.
The shot comes up. Good work defensively by James. Launches it. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Daniels. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Counted from distance.
Well, I think they're getting
get my other center, man.
In between zone, no man's land. Giving up 3 straight from
I think I'll get my power forward.
Here's Connect. Give him 8 points now. And it's Doncic missing.
I'm trying with Chester and McDice, man.
You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find a way to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
The dice,
tell you what, just add that one to the highlight
like blocking
truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Podziemski. To the inside. Daniels passes to Looney.
Damn, to the motherfucking Lizzo.
Pass to Butler. Clock at 4.
Daniels.
Butler on the wing. Over Jones. And the Warriors.
Look at that catch right there.
Butler very aware of the situation there. No time to spare at all. Saves them from the shot clock violation.
Where y'all finna go now?
James outside. Now here's Vanderbilt. Looney with some nice D. And they're running.
Yes.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're
to get almost chicken. Oh, I really do. What?
Finds James. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
So what we doing something at our house tonight?
And Doncic the bucket on the assist from
James.
James has got 3 assists in the game. Warriors shooting has been 75% in this game. Looney, a screen on Doncic. Podziemski hits the 3-pointer. Podziemski's got 17.
Yeah, he's short, bro.
This is how
he's short, bro.
Big part of their floor space.
Oh, little nigga. This way, little nigga. He's
getting it done.
Yeah, right over you, boy. You tiny. Get in the locker room. You skinny, boy. Come on, little nigga. Get in the locker room. You skinny, boy. I'll kill you up and throw you, boy.
They have a sizable lead.
And that was 286, nigga. Shit. I'm 386. They don't even go to high. Oh, no. Yeah, not for you. Oh, I kick their ass. Oh, look for shit. You see it already?
Have you tune in? What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
As a resident dunk contest expert, I can tell you.
Hey, give me matchups.
You won in the dunk contest, guys. Don't come at me with who isn't making the cut because this group is all.
Geez, I guess we can call it right now. The Jet has spoken. And looking now at the first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Lakers.
What? The
matchup? Beating them up on the birds, and they're not taking it.
I'll be on my car. I got $40 in my car. All right. I said all right, motherfucker.
Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
No, I was waiting to get. Yeah, man, that ain't worried about that. $1,000. Yeah. Hey, yes. He said, "Yeah, come for man."
Here, a big comeback.
Probably
has to happen quickly.
Oh, see, bitch, I bought you much money. I ain't gonna lie, you don't gotta help. You don't gotta help on me now, man. I can get blocked. How much you gotta look on, T? Not charged, man. No, it's not. So put it the fuck down.
On the court for the Lakers, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Derrick Jones, and it's Doncic. The Lakers shooting about 47%, a nice number. Blocked, and that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Lakers
80.
And now it's time to
take look at here.
That huge swat.
I'll use his back to go back to my money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then was able to make the
you owe me that. Owe me $40. Don't pay me that. Keep that. So that the rest of 500.
Daniels has got 13 rebounds in the game.
Oh, we keep it second. Ow. I mean, I just had to give you $60. That see, out of $60 that you got to pay. So I'll get down on that building, and she's gonna get this $60 back. But what I'm saying is that's $100 right there altogether. So why not just make it that $100? 60 and 40. It's $100. Yeah, okay. And then I give everything you want. And you gotta move your controller. Or you want the 80. 80.
Stumbling to start the second half.
Gotta move your controller records.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile Curry's in the zone like this.
That's bad, no. Right, so this out. No, there's no way to $100 that would have been $600.
James.
Okay. Right. So I want to call 16 that make $100. Right, $600. 6. We're made 6. Okay. So now I'm getting 80. That's 420. That's right. Yes. Yes. Okay. Make sure it's worth it. Right, she getting, I'm not giving her $60, I'm giving her 40 because I ain't got no money. You got 20 that's like no. 20 to hold. No, that's for right. I don't even need her to take with me now. Yeah, it is this over. Fucking sad with that. Alright, man, give me a second. Let me do some shit. Oh. Thank you. I'll kill the press X though. Dang, man. Hold on. Get the ball. Yes. Go. Oh, let's go. Well, he can rebound. I ain't gonna lie. Folks definitely had a good high rebounding stat. So. Ooh. All right, I'm in. No more dunking on. Oh, yeah. Stop running down there. I'm tired. No, I was there for the putback. Yes, you did now, buddy. I get that. Sideways. Right behind him. They played him. So let me get there, bro. Oh! That's too deep. Got him boxed. Oh, yeah, I boxed him out. Yeah, he ain't no passing like the original black man. The original black man. Look at that shit, nigga. Did I really have to do all that? I think you did. You know what I'm saying? You established a message. Been saving it for you. You hate driving to this paint, boy. No, I smoked that. I thought about it. I had no more cigarettes. I'm like, yeah, relax. Only way I got your back. Bro, there's your back. Let's go. Cause they be over there. Stolen twice. Throw that shit. That's a charge. I ain't gonna lie. We feel like this nigga. What he got? Oh, 7-7, huh? Okay. I'm boxing this nigga out at the 3. I was about 7-7 too. Yo. I did not like that rebound. I'm dunking on that nigga. Oh, you got more. I got a little bit more. It's been dead. And I ain't got no charges for it. Right over their heads. Oh, yeah. That's crazy, bro. I really tried to get with it the first time. Rain. I'm shaking them bitches. Yep. Yeah. It's like it get a lock on that bitch after a while. On some shit. I don't know. That's a lock? Nah, I just that's what it seemed like. Sneaky shit. It ain't that shit. I don't think it's that. Cause I know some shit, some weed pens, you be having to break them bitches in, and that's how you break them in. I get that. Bad boy. Hey, like when you first did yours, you had to break that bitch in, right? I know I had to break mine in. Hey, you had to break your weed pen in? Like when you first got it, was it hard to pull? No, really. Oh yeah, one more. I was dunking him, bro. Yep. That's the one more I was talking about. One more person to dunk. Yo. Sure. I got that too. Oh my gosh. I would have had that one. Oh, I thought I was over that. Man here. Give me that L. And I boxed him out. No, AI. That's Tom. I'm saying I could have shot those, bro. I'm the one that got fouled. Hey. I'm about for it. Go. Got his back. You got our back. One more. That's not me. That's me. Let's go. Because I was definitely supposed to go to you. I thought it was me until he rised up. Oh, shit, that's not me. He's smacking them bitches. Yeah, buddy. It ain't gonna be easy ripping. Oh, let's go. There's gotta be something illegal. Look at you, bro. Ain't going all the way. He stayed. See blue hair. That's you. We gone. L2? It's an L2? Yeah, he took that. I'm giving it back to them niggas. I don't care. Oh my. I don't even know why they had me jumping like that. Go L2. That misdirection. See, he stuck. Gosh. He got a little boing on him, huh? He got a little bounce in there. Got some springs in the shoes. All the way. Yeah, scary ass nigga. I'll be scared. I'll be scared. Oh my god. Step back. Let me get the AI. Perfect pass. That's, oh my god, that's a super. Try that shit at home. Better one out, boy. Sparkle. Oh my gosh. They are killing us with these Tracy's. They definitely are. That's a Tracy. Let's get a Tracy back there. Hey, what? That was just a rebound, bro. They made me tip it. Yeah. Oh my god. They better have with that bitch. Cause that was a Sorry, bro. That shit had that. He ain't got that either. Let's see. These niggas not missing. Oh, good shot. Oh, thought that was good. What do her? It felt good. Like, he mad. I'm down. Like, really trying to get that nigga. Dang. We get that. 4. Oh. Cut in, X? Yeah, cut in. Yeah. I'm done. Oh, they playing us. That's why I hate putbacks now. We gonna work on that though. We gonna work on that though. That's part of one of our badges we gotta upgrade. Oh yeah, that's the only AI. I give you up. Yeah, they do right there.
That one falls. Butler's got 9.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff right now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
To stop the run.
Yeah, I know
with the jam.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments.
Oh, Jam, I got a double-double.
Even quicker reach.
Whoa. Before that nigga. Ah! We just switched roles quick as hell, huh? Yeah, we had blocked in on that nigga. That's why you threw that ball like that. You pissed. Oh, yeah. All the way. I ain't going down there.
Against Doncic. On the wing, Reeves.
He almost got caught.
Screen by James. Shot from 12. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
That shit did,
Yeah,
really down, man.
He's smart enough to take them when they're available. You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish from the defense.
That nigga's sad. Let's go. Big Rick.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Big Rick.
Green's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. That's that shit better.
And just like that.
That was 6. Boston. 5 offensive. I ain't ever had 5 offensive rebounds with the original black man.
And vent about her situations, then go and talk to an employee, a fellow employee,
Oh, right.
HR, somebody like that, right?
Yeah, I got fun with defense, bro.
The 50-point games record matched.
maybe
Los Angeles shooting their
frame of
5th
thought
and 6th
is,
free throw
you know
attempts
what I'm
tonight.
saying? Like,
Clark,
she's
it's
not really
special getting to call LeBron James games.
solution
How is the
to
Kings still doing
I would
this at
say,
this
right?
age?
She's kind of,
Yeah, I think
she
they're
needs
guys that come along
drastic.
They need to guard them niggas.
Like, no real gray area for her.
That's what it is.
He's in
Right?
that
Like, I'm
category.
getting bullied.
One of the
This is the
all-time
only way that I
greats.
can handle it.
Oh, I own it. But I ain't get that still. Get that? Yep. Oh, shit.
You got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being
What?
at a high level for a long
Bro,
time, and it's remarkable.
they just blessed him with that, bro. I bumped him into getting open, bro.
Good on the second.
Ah, fuck it up.
Now in the third quarter.
The shit is. I definitely hit square triangle at the same time. I seen you, dude. That's gonna be a dollar. It probably would have been slow as hell.
It's been an ugly quarter for him.
Bro, stop it. I'm gone.
Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Draymond agrees.
Oh my gosh.
Exploit those gaps in the defense.
You know,
That shoot back.
you know,
Yeah, too.
the girl and what she did, but
Yo, I didn't see that. I didn't see that one. I didn't even see it at first.
all the facts are not out yet. Like everybody, you know, just kind of going based off of how
What's
they
one up from 19?
and how you know.
Go dice.
Golden
So
State with the ball.
all your
He's gonna make
15 to 6 run.
you know, take it.
Damn.
Rebound by the Lakers.
Yes.
When this one's over, they'll be off
Yo.
to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second
Give me his part.
Seems like every ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
I didn't even call for it, bro.
But you know that wasn't my
Hey, good ball, maybe, boys. Go.
To corral that many boards.
It is, I mean, look, it's no problem for me. I'm not gonna like take these breaks.
No, it's not happening.
I get where everybody is like coming from. I'm a open-minded type of like person. Certain things,
From 12
you know,
feet.
can't be black and white.
Rebounded by
You know,
Green.
certain things. You know, like
Green's
everybody
got
got their own
rebound
point of view of
number 8
everything.
here
But I think
already
we
in the
all
game.
can agree that.
Dang, I thought I was gonna get there.
This to Butler.
I tried to steal from the corner first.
Daniels.
And I definitely accept your apology. Thank
Who
you.
that?
Jones with
You
some
guys have
nice
a good
D.
day. You guys are safe out there. You too, girl.
Los Angeles has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4.
Like, what do you think would be an appropriate sentence for her?
Hey, this one.
And the foul called on.
Oh, nigga. Oh, my.
That's his third foul so far.
Yeah, because she's already on.
I had your back. Yo. Had to make that one, though.
Healed against Reeves.
Excuse me, sorry.
Pass to James.
Not that one. Oh, my God. These niggas can't catch, bro.
James has got 6 in the quarter.
James doing his thing in close to the hoop.
Liability there. That's what I was telling y'all. There's some liability.
Over the past few seasons, we've seen a big movement in the NBA.
That's
James
what
dropping to an all-time low.
Yeah, those are the facts, and it's great that there's so much talent.
I ain't passing that nigga the ball.
Count that at all,
Conversation
but
about that, 'cause I
you
think
still
you're-
have to have a
you're
level of value and
Just saying
appreciation for
BCI,
what
BCI, but they kind of like a blanket thing, and it's not applicable for every single position. But I love
that
you.
experience is
Oh no, I was just speaking from experience. I know I work with attorneys, so I'm speaking from the standpoint of there possibly being an argument that, you know, McDonald's could have some type of liability.
Oh, he got lucky.
It's just to get your money. It's just what it is. We're going to try our best to tackle everything.
The big man up the hole. Just do your thing, do your thing. Dang.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He
That's
just
why
keeps
when I
coming.
say there could be some
One
liability,
more, one more.
there's always a possible claim. You're going to make something, even if
It's
it
still such
you know
an
what I mean?
outstanding.
That's
Yeah, let's go.
Takes great
for
joy
somebody
in
Good
his teammates in their
you know,
spot.
Shit, the whole team. And that was a steal.
see if you wanted to say something.
It's a block.
Incredible scoring performance thus far.
Squints, you wanted to say something, so I'm going to let y'all go at it.
I ain't taking that. I ain't taking that one. Yeah, I wanted to, but I ain't gonna take that one. Yeah, he's a rhythm.
BCI thing and
He's a rhythm.
once again, I mean, yeah, they do BCIs, but they're not doing BCIs for crewmen.
So that's my matchup in the corner.
Usually they're doing BCIs for
Not that corner.
Outside Robinson.
the crewmen.
Out to
The
James.
lowest,
From behind the arc.
lowest in the peg order. You're not handling
James has
guard
got
guys.
9 points in the
Where's
quarter.
the air on there? Get down, get down, get down. Get down there, boy.
Run the
They do
offense through
BCIs.
until the
I'll be
defense
completely
makes
honest.
them
They don't
change
care if you're on
plans.
defense.
Oh, what?
Doesn't care that you committed a crime, violent crime, or what type of violent crime it is. They want to know, are you going to be stealing? Are you? They're looking at people in positions who, you know, maybe you do
the company. Yeah.
Yeah, like we're not
shooting a low 29% since halftime.
When you run it social, right? It shows you every infraction.
Here's the three.
It'll show you
the just stand down.
If they took probation. It'll literally show you even the county in which it occurred. So running a check, even a soft check.
The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole. What happened? Then yes, that's different because they would
now here's
request a police report.
Yes.
Some sort of basic soft check. It's going to show everything.
Oh, the last time out.
Is the fact that it wasn't a mistake. So when you're doing clear searches, if you have the right software to a certain extent, and Ron, he's want to bring. If certain companies have certain type of software to do these searches, if those resources are not funded, like say for instance they only are doing like local searches, like basically for the state itself,
it's a lot.
Because they're not.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took
Go.
I love the fact that
or she was like,
sour cream and what else?
Lettuce and tomatoes.
Sour cream, lettuce and tomatoes. Okay.
Yes, application. The actual application. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If I'm hey, that's a waste of time. A lot of these people who are coming, this is a low barrier to entry type of job. You literally don't even, you could be fresh out of high school or still from high school to get this job. Majority of people who are coming usually don't have a criminal record. And again, if they're going and looking up every single person who hires...
Hey, yeah, open like a motherfucker. Thank you.
They probably, a good portion of the people
that's slowly, yeah. That's the beginning. That's my fault.
Real quick, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. When's the last time you did skilled labor work? When's the last time?
Shaking the hoop.
A couple years ago.
Shaking the whole building.
Yeah, hit this midi though, bro. I got a 63 point, but you know I didn't hit the midi.
Shot by Reeves, no good.
Yeah.
And for the Warriors, their shooting has been ridiculous. 75% of this game.
Like, from my perspective, very recently, I was in between jobs in 2023.
That's insane.
Got into
that's bombs. He ran straight that way. That's so good. Defo.
They're using these kind of services that I forget the name of it. There's a popular one that gets a lot of the fast food restaurants and the retail spaces. To the verify, but it goes a little bit in depth because there's some of them depending on the field that you're doing in. If there's money involved, doing like the bank teller stuff, they'll look up financials as well. But they do.
Really, bro.
Nobody's been more physical in this game.
Every section of like your societal footprint. So yes, that probation is going to come up. Is what I'm trying to get. Even for McDonald's. And McDonald's pay. McDonald's in New York when I was at that retail spot.
I was dunking that.
So. Yeah.
Not to mention because it was a different space. She had
you were like too late, bro. Yeah, got it back. Get up.
So there's always
a record. You got long, man. That was bad. He did that shit so quick. On a perfect pass.
Members are at like they're the
too small. That's too small.
Ladder, they're literally the first one.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've had plenty of DCIs in my field. You have to like.
Let's go, man. It's your best friend. Yeah, he can shoot free throws, man. He can shoot free throws.
Like, I do have a W2, by the way, just so you guys know.
They look like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Trubisky hit free throws too. I just gotta change his free throw.
The chances of them doing a BCI check on the crew member, like somebody who's flipping burgers and dipping fries into the thing, I mean, they're more concerned with you going in there and stealing some stuff rather than you going in there and buying something stuff.
Throwing up the trip dub, his talent
are
and
in the
versatility
population of the
shining
people.
through.
Go ahead.
But also,
Just to tell you this,
Thanks, bro.
he went nonstop
My bad.
opening tip.
I'm that age to work there.
He's out there with Brandon Majemski.
Was recently working there last year, and they absolutely
the Warriors 5.
He got passing, so I think. Great catch.
Anytime you're working with the general public, meaning
Oh.
wonderful people like children,
And
they
he'll good for 3.
because if one of those employees
What?
someone and they've already been registered or whatever the case may be, they're going to be liable. So no, and it's not like McDonald's is some
I was getting that one. I don't know.
some trailer selling ice popsicles.
That's what, that was my question too.
Hey, Stead, hold on. I know you've been patient, bro, but Ron has also he's been trying to. And then we got Black, and then I'm gonna come right back to you, and then I wanna share this.
Every time I'm gone, man. Go. You can't stay around with my passing.
Yo, is that MP or MVP? Man's out here running the game. Come on, man. You
Hey,
know what
nigga.
you do. Hey, man, you keep this up, the whole world.
Get dunked on.
That trophy gonna be ours. Ours. Yeah, we're all a part of the team, baby. Come on.
Yeah, bro.
No, I'm just playing with you. Yeah, all right, man.
It's me, little dude. I'm doing it. Yeah, let's go. My bad, y'all.